Then dip me underway. You can fill my breath flow. Hold me till I scream for air to breathe. And wash me over until my well runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby.
What's up, A-Gang, and welcome back to another freaking vlog. And here I am doing another intro while I'm driving. Do not try this at home, kids. Even though I am keeping my eye on the road. I'm talking to y'all, but I'm keeping my eye on the road as well. I didn't have enough time to do the intro before I left the house, so we had to do the intro at some point. And now's the right time, because if I don't do it now, I'm going to forget to do an intro altogether. So anyway, y'all, it is a Monday, March 2nd. It's like 3:30 in the afternoon, or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We are actually headed to do a showing. It is a condo in Bridgeton, and this is a client that I've been working with for about a month now. They originally was looking for a condo. We wrote an offer on a condo, but they basically offered like $20,000 lower than the listing price, but let me explain why. The house, or the condo, had been listed for over 100 days. Like, it's been on the market for months now, probably like 6 months, 5 or 6 months or something like that. They had no price adjustment, so they didn't, drop the price or anything like that the whole time that it was listed. And also, my client is a cash buyer. So, if you know like I know, cash is king. Apparently, there's another law that just came down the pipeline that started yesterday, actually, where sellers are not going to look at cash buyers the same as they did before, because there are some other reporting requirements involved in cash purchases, especially cash purchases when you are a business. I'm not going to get into too much deep detail about it, because although I have an understanding of what it is, but I don't have enough of an understanding to explain it to y'all correctly, and I don't want to give y'all any incorrect information. So if you are, and that's another thing, I'm not sure if it's Missouri or if it's everywhere, but I know for a fact Missouri. So make sure y'all just go and look and see what new stuff has changed. It's actually changed on the contracts already. I forget what line it's on. They told us what line it was on, and y'all, I ain't gonna look at it myself yet, but it has already updated on the contract, basically stating that now these things will be reported. It's a third party that is being reported through. Even people who are using hard money loans, they are having to do this extra step. So I guess it's supposed to keep all of these big investors from coming into the market, buying these houses way over listing price, and leaving it to where actual buyers are not able to get into homes at a decent price, because you have investors that are coming in and they're like starting this bidding war, and they're going $20,000 and $30,000 above listing price just to outbid everybody. So that new thing is going on. But initially, when I got this client, she's a cash buyer, and anytime you're doing cash offers, they tend to offer less than a listing price because they are a cash buyer, and they are able to close super quick. That's another thing with this new law, is that now cash deals are not going to be super quick. They're going to be the same amount of time as if somebody was working with a lender. So 30 days or more is what it's going to take for these cash deals to close. Now, I haven't had a cash deal since this all took place, so I'm not exactly sure how the whole process is going to go, if it's going to be a headache. I feel like it's going to be a headache, and as someone who do buy homes in a company name, I do buy my homes in my company name, the homes that we flip, and we do purchase these homes cash. To me, it's going to be a headache for the people like me, the people who are out here and not, I'm not offering 20 and 30,000 over listing price for these homes that we are flipping. We're not those type of investors. So for people who are like us, who are legit in a sense, it is going to be a bit of a headache, because it's like, why do we need to do all of this? So anyway, this is a cash buyer. She started off looking at a condo. We put in an offer, $20,000 lower. The seller did not want to go $20,000 lower, but they was willing to go $10,000 lower. But my buyer did not want to pay the extra $10,000, so she walked away. Since then, we have looked at a townhouse, which was a really nice townhouse, and it was priced really well. And I told her, this is not going to last long because of the way it's priced and the features that it had. Like, this is a nice townhouse. Like, it had the granite countertops, it had new flooring, the bathrooms were updated. It was in like one of the sought out areas here in St. Louis. I told her it wasn't going to last long. She told me give her a couple of days, she's going to let me know, and the next morning it went under contract. So now we are looking at another condo, kind of in that same area as the townhouse that I showed them, or her. She had a family member with her, but kind of like in the same area, but instead of it being a townhouse, it's an actual condo. It is priced more than the original condo that we put an offer in on. So I'm a little like confused by that, because if you didn't want to pay over I think it was $80,000 cash that she had offered. The house, the condo was listed at $99,000. She offered them $80,000. Mind y'all, it been on the market for 5+ months. But if you didn't want to pay $80,000 for that condo, why are we looking at another condo that is well over $80,000? I think this condo that we're getting ready to look at is over $100,000. And it's a newer listing, so it's not one of those listings that I would recommend trying to lowball on. Like, you know, you only kind of do that type of stuff when you see a listing that obviously they're having a hard time selling. Then you kind of start, you know, wheeling and dealing. But new, you know, something that just came on the market within the week or so, give it time. They're not gonna come out the gate willing to drop the price by a tremendous amount. So anyway, that's where we heading to right now. I am all dialed up, y'all. Well, for one, I do try to get semi dialed up when I do showings or whatever. I don't want to show up looking crazy. I want to look very professional, very put together when I am meeting with my clients. But today was a little different because I am working with a brand for a video. So it's a sponsored video with a brand. I don't know if I can tell y'all too much information about this brand. Y'all would eventually see it pop up on my page on Instagram, and y'all would know that that's the brand that I'm working with. So I had to do some filming today for that particular video, and it was a get ready with me style video. So I did a get ready with me, so I had to make sure I picked a cute little outfit and did my makeup real cute for this video. So that's why we're like extra cute. This is a dress. I don't know if y'all remember this dress, but this is the dress that I wore to my sister's luncheon when she became an AKA, and I didn't get a chance to do a get ready with me when I wore it the first time, and I love it so much that I was like, I have to do this get ready with me with this daggone dress. So it's just a dress with some boots. The dress is from Target. It is. The boots I've had for some years. I don't even remember where I got these boots from, but I'll show y'all the full outfit once we make it to our destination and we get out the car. I am a little tired today. Like, I'm dragging a little bit. For one, it's gloomy outside. It's been like raining and stuff here in St. Louis. Plus, for two, me and the Fun Police been on the move since Friday. So Friday we drove to Indianapolis for Big Tens. Then we drove back same day, caught a flight. Like, we went home for like 2 hours, just enough time to shower, change our clothes, pack us a bag, and we were at the airport for a 5 a.m. flight to Lubbock for Big 12s. and we were in Lubbock for a day. On our way back, we decided to do a 5-hour layover in Dallas to see the baby, because y'all know my little sister Tanisha just had a new baby. His name is Jackson. He's so cute. He looked like his TT. I don't know if he does or not, but I would like to just think that he looks like his TT. Okay. So we went to Dallas for 5 hours, and then hopped back on a plane, and then finally we were home. We didn't get home till like 2 o'clock in the morning because the flight got delayed in Dallas. So yeah, I was tired, and then I had a 9:30 a.m. meeting this morning, so I couldn't even sleep in. So I've been up and going and going and going. So I'm a little woe out, but we're gonna push through because shit don't stop because I'm a little tired. Okay, we still gotta get this money. We gotta sell these houses. Okay, so yeah, that is pretty much the update from the weekend. If you missed the track vlogs from this past weekend, make sure y'all go back and watch those. The girls did a great job. So proud of Alexa for placing top 10 in the Big Ten in the 60-meter hurdles as a freshman. We all know that with time, she's just going to get better and better and better and better. Of course, she didn't do as good as she would have liked to, but she did great, y'all. Like, she had a clean race. She missed finals by 2 spots, which we was like, damn, because we didn't know if to expect for her to go to finals or not, because of course when they are going to these track meets, the fun police does his research. So the fun police knows who they're running up against, what their times are, and he knows, basically what her chances are and how far she's gonna make it. And it was kind of one of those situations that we knew there was a good chance that she wouldn't make it, but we also knew that there was a chance that she would make it. So we just didn't know what to expect, but she did good, even though she didn't make it to finals. She still ran a good time. So she's very consistent with her race, because sometimes you'll look at somebody's stats and their times are all over the place. It's like, what are they doing? Lexi has pretty much kind of narrowed it down, and she's like very consistent with all of her races. Y'all know one race she hit like 3 hurdles, and of course her time was a little slower, but ever since then she pretty much has been real clean with her races. Leah, on the other hand, Leah did not make it to finals either, which is hard for her because Leah, she's used to at least making finals. So I think that was a little hard, a little tough on her, but she didn't jump bad at all. It's just once you get to the collegiate level, it's so many good people. Like, everybody's good, everybody's jumping around the same stuff or running around the same times. Now, of course, you have people that got crazy jumps. Like, it was 2 girls that was just jumping some shit crazy. But majority of the people was kind of jumping like, right around the same. So Leah, she was 2 spots away from finals, but like I said, she did good. I feel like her jumps look good. She kept dropping her feet when she was going into the pit. She was dropping her feet too soon. Other than that, I think her runway looked good. She was more on the board than what she normally have been in the last 2 years. I don't know what her issue is with the board, but she was more on the board. She wasn't dead on like we would have liked her to be, but she was more on the board than what she normally was in the past track meets. Because in the past, the last couple of track meets, or shit, every track meet this year and from when she was at Kentucky, she wasn't even on the board. Like, she didn't touch the board. She wasn't on the board at all. So for her to be a little bit on the board, we're making progress, okay? I'm gonna take what we can get. So yeah, I think the girls had a decent conference meet. Leah, I will say Aaliyah is better. She's a better outdoor jumper. So I'm hoping that we see some great jumps in the outdoor. Fingers crossed. Lexi, I think Lexi is about the same indoor and outdoor, so we'll see. But only time will tell. So we gotta wait. We got a couple of weeks before outdoors start, so they got a couple of weeks break, and then we'll go into the outdoor. I cannot believe I've been sitting here talking to y'all for 15 minutes. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I be having to give y'all updates and stuff before we get the video going, because y'all be asking questions in the comments sometimes, and sometimes I'm not a writer, so y'all, I don't like typing. I don't like explaining myself, or not necessarily explaining myself, but I don't like explaining things in general by typing. Like, I like to talk. I am not a typer or a writer. I am a talker. So I be waiting to like answer some of y'all questions in the videos, because it's easier for me to explain, or you know. Also, I just seen a video on TikTok about some of the OG YouTubers not liking the Osmo Pocket, the camera that I am actually recording with now. And I was so heartbroken, because I'm like, what did I miss? What did I miss? Because I love this camera. I love it. And it was like, you can tell anytime somebody's recording with that camera, I can just tell that that's the camera. Like, the footage looks a certain type of way, and I'm like, oh, how does my footage look, y'all? Does it look good? I understand what they're saying. I do feel like with my other, like my Sony, I do feel like the footage does look, I don't know, it does have a different look. I'm not gonna say it looks better or worse, but it does have a different look. But I've learned that I'm gonna vlog more when it's more convenient. And with those type of cameras, for one, it's hard for me to carry it in the type of purses that I carry. So I'm walking around with this camera on this damn tripod. For two, when I'm holding the camera up to record and I'm in public, it all eyes on me. Like, people notice it. It sticks out like a sore thumb. Now we're riding past the police, so let me shut up. You stick out like a sore thumb, versus with the Osmo Pocket. When I pull this camera out, most of the time people don't even realize that I have a camera out at all. Every blue moon I'll get people looking at it like, what is that? Because they're trying to figure out what it is. But for the most part, people don't pay attention to it at all. Plus, all I got to do is swipe the screen, just swipe it up, and boom, the camera turns on, it's ready to record. Versus my other camera, I gotta click it on, I gotta make sure it's, you know, focused or whatever, then I gotta press record. It's just harder with the other camera. So I say all of that to say, like, can y'all tell? Can y'all tell that I be using this damn Osmo Pocket camera, whatever the hell it's called, like, all the time? Can y'all tell? And then it was like, most people don't know how to color grade. Child, I barely know what color grading is. I don't do all of that. I don't do all of that. I literally upload these videos, connect them together, cut out the stuff that I need to cut out, and voila, we have a vlog. I don't do all that messing with the color, and I don't do that. So they was like, you know, recording D-log and then, you know, color grade to put the color back. I'm not finna do all of that. If I had to do all of that, y'all not getting no damn videos from me, because what? It already takes me a lifetime to then go edit these videos. Now y'all want me to color grade too? Nah, we're not doing that. But let me know in the comments how my footage be looking. Like, is it crisp? Like, I don't know. Like, does it look good? Am I like delusional and I feel like that the quality of this camera is amazing and it's really not? Let a girl know. But that's enough of me talking. It's been 20 minutes, 19 minutes and 20 something seconds. And I just been talking and talking and talking. So let's go ahead and get this vlog started. All right, we are done with the showing. I'm gonna just show y'all the outside. This is the building of where the condo is. Of course, I was not able to get y'all a tour of the inside because my buyers were here with me, and you know, of course I don't want to be weird recording while they trying to look at the house. I was trying to see if they was leaving kind of quickly. She did say her sister lived over here. She must have went back to her sister's house. So she wasn't lying when she said her sister lived right here. I thought she was exaggerating. No, her sister literally does live right here. They're walking up that way. But anyway, it was a cute little condo. I might put some pictures in so y'all can kind of see what it looks like. So she is interested in putting in a cash offer for this house. I mean condo. I keep calling it a house. She did want to go low, and I was like, for one, it's new, it's less than a week old on the market. For two, it's agent owned, so the agent that has it listed is the actual owner of the house. Condo, it's a condo girl. So yeah, I was like, I wouldn't recommend going that low, but she wants to go lower than listing. I think it's listed at 98,000. Let me look. It is listed at 98,000. She wants to go like no higher than 85,000. So that's like 13,000 under listing price. It's a little steep. Which in all honesty, the agent, I mean the seller or agent is the same person. The seller might be already planning to do a price adjustment, and you know, they might drop it 5,000. Who knows? That'll take us to 93. Is that right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it'll take us 93,000, and she still want to go lower than that. So I advised her that I wouldn't go no lower. I wouldn't offer anything lower than 90,000, and that's even kind of steep when you're talking about a house that just hit the market. And she insisted that there is another one, which I'm actually going to look that one up just to compare it. She said there was another one in the same complex that sold for like 75,000. And it had this, the one she's looking at is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom. The one that sold for like 75,000 was a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. And she said it sold for like 70-some thousand. So I'm just looking up just to compare it, because the one that sold for the 70-some thousand was probably not as nice as this one. This one was clean. It had new floors, like the carpet in the bedrooms were brand new. The flooring, the laminate flooring in the rest of the condo was brand new. The bathroom was updated. The kitchen was updated. It had a wash and dryer, stainless steel appliances. Yeah, it was one of the nicer condos that her and I have looked at. So I'm probably gonna also put in a phone call to the agent, kind of like ask some questions to kind of gauge whether or not, you know, it's worth sending the offer. I mean, the thing is that all we can do is send the offer, and they can just say no, or they can counter with a different amount. That's all we can do. At this point, that's all we can do. I just be feeling bad when we lowball on stuff that I feel that we shouldn't lowball on. But that's just me. Anyway, we are heading back to the house because now I need to send over the contract for her to sign so we can send this offer over, get this deal underway, because I do need another deal under contract for the month of March. We trying to get that money. But anyway, y'all, I'll talk to y'all in a little second. Just the next morning. It's like 9:15 or something like that. And we are dressed and about to go to Lyndon's doctor's appointment. This is his second doctor's appointment so far since the couple of episodes we had at the emergency room. So we got that. I may or may not have a showing sometime today. So I didn't want to dress like this for the showing, obviously. But depending on if they decide that they want to go today, I'm going to have to show up like this. It is what it is. It ain't the end of the world. Where is my earrings? Yeah, I dropped my earrings down in here. And now I don't see them. I know I had them. What did I do with the earrings? Child, I don't know where them earrings went, but where's my damn bird? Now I'm interested to know where the heck them earrings I know for a fact I put them in there. For a fact. Let me take all these cough drops out of here. Y'all, it's time for me to get a new everyday purse. I have like 3 or 4. Where are they going? Hold on, y'all. Cairo. My bad, y'all. He was going too far. I don't even know where the hell he was going. Anyway, I have like 3 or 4 everyday type bags. Probably like 4 or 5, maybe 4 everyday type bags. And I've been using this one a lot. It's time for me to shop for a new practical handbag. As y'all know, I am a practical shopper. I'm not one of those people that just be buying handbags just to say I got them. I don't do that. I buy the stuff that I know I'm gonna wear, and every so often I'll get something that I thought I was gonna wear and get a lot of use out of, but then I don't, and I regret it. I just sold like my first bag that I didn't wear too often. I just resold it a couple of months ago for Christmas. Somebody bought it for their wife for Christmas because it had been sitting in my closet for like 7 years, and I had only worn it like twice, if that many times, once or twice. So yeah, I'm not in the market to just be buying stuff just to be buying stuff. When I spend money on designer stuff, it has to be something that I'm gonna get my money's worth. It gotta be. I'm not wasting money on stuff just to show y'all, just so y'all can know that I got some shit. It ain't that serious for me. I really wish I knew where them damn earrings were. But anyway, y'all, I'll be back once we make it to the doctor's office. We made it back from the doctor. I stopped and got me a acai bowl from Tropical Smoothie. I don't know, I've been craving one of these for the last couple of weeks, and they had one in the area where his doctor is, so I decided to stop and get me one. But they ran some more tests at his appointment. They checked his heart rate again, and his heart rate was fine today. Last time we went to that appointment to see his primary care physician, his heart rate was still kind of high. So that's good that it was more normal today. So they're just still trying to figure out what the hell is going on. We still don't know. That's the update. But now we are back at home. And I'm about to finish this sponsor video. I have to have it to the brand by tomorrow morning. I'll probably have it to them by tomorrow afternoon, if we being honest. But yeah, I got a few more clips that I need to record, but I have to actually go to the store to record those clips. So I'm gonna do that here in a second. But for right now, we're just gonna chill for a second. It's 12:42 p.m. So it's still a little early. That was a little bit. And I wrote an offer on that condo yesterday. I haven't submitted it yet because I'm waiting on proof of funds from my buyer. So once she sends those over, then I'm gonna submit the offer. So yeah. Oh, and then the offer that I have under contract right now, the appraisal came back. It's like $3,000 over the purchase price that he's purchasing the house for. So that's good. So yeah, things are definitely moving along over here. Y'all, it is the next day, and it's already halfway through the day. I forgot about y'all. You know, I feel like I have been slacking on my vlogging here lately. Not because I'm doing it on purpose. I promise I'm not doing it on purpose, because I love y'all and I love to vlog for y'all. I actually enjoy this shit. I really, really do. My problem is I feel like my life is so boring, and half the stuff that be going on, I'm either thinking like, A, y'all don't want to know about it, y'all like not gonna care to know about it, or B, I just simply forget that I'm vlogging. And I used to not be like that. Like, I used to always have vlogging in the front of my mind, so every little thing I was trying to make sure I vlog. But in all honesty, to be fair, I haven't had a lot going on lately other than traveling for the girls' track meets, but y'all get track vlogs for that. So anyway, this is the next day. It is Wednesday. We are cute and professional because we are going to show a house. Now, am I going to be able to show y'all this house? I don't know yet. We're going to see when we get there. It's just, I be judging it by, you know, if I get there before the client, if I stay after the client, if, you know, the client is looking around and maybe I'm in a different part of the house, which I try not to do that because, you know, I don't want them to have any questions and I'm not like there. But I also don't like to be like on their neck while they're trying to look at the house and make a decision if they love it or hate it. So yeah, we'll know once we get there. It was far away from the house. It was 57 minutes away from my house to get here. And y'all know I normally don't like to like sell homes or have buyers that are looking for homes that's that far away from home, because it makes it hard for me as an agent to, you know, be of service to them, because I gotta go so far to, you know, show them houses and stuff. However, this particular buyer, I know y'all remember the last buyer I had that was looking for a house on 10 plus acres. That's a different person. This particular buyer initially came to me and was looking for homes in O'Fallon, Missouri, which is not too far from where I live. So I didn't mind taking that client on. However, once they saw that the homes in that area wasn't really within the price range that they was trying to stay in and had like all of the things that they were looking for in a house, they decided to look in other areas. And one of the areas happened to be 50 something minutes away from home. So I couldn't just be like, oh yeah, I don't really want to, you know, show you houses out that far. You're in your own. So I didn't want to do that, and I had already like built a relationship with them, so of course I'm driving 50 something minutes away from home to show them this house. Hopefully this is the house for them, so I don't have to keep driving out here to show them homes. There is a police right there, and I don't know what the speed limit is over here, so I hope I'm not speeding. Y'all know that look when you trying to make sure if they came out of the spot they was in. Oh shit, I thought he had came out. Scared me for a second, because the last thing I need right now is a damn speed ticket. Fun fact, I have never had a speeding ticket before, y'all. Shit, I ain't got no wood in here. Ain't got no damn feedback. I ain't got no wood in here to knock on, but yeah, I've never had a speeding ticket a day of my life. Have I been pulled over before? Yes. Was it for speeding? No. Well, I take that back. Let me not lie to y'all. So when me and the fun police started dating almost 25 years ago, the first trip that we took together was to Atlanta. That was my very first, well, it wasn't my first time being to Atlanta, because I had been to Atlanta before, but I was a kid and it was like we were passing through Atlanta and we had stopped for a few hours. So that was my first time going to Atlanta, and actually, like, as an adult, I was only 18. as an adult and being able to like be there for days or whatever. We went to Atlanta, and on our way back from Atlanta, I decided to help him drive. So, sorry, y'all didn't hear that. I decided to help him drive. So I was driving and I actually was speeding a little bit and they pulled me over. They did not give me a speeding ticket though. He didn't give me a speeding ticket. He gave me a warning. So still, I've never had a speeding ticket, but I have been pulled over for speeding once. Another fun fact, I am not a speeder. I don't speed. Like, I'm not one of those people going 80 down the highway. For what? I just don't do it. Do I drive slow? No. I'm not driving like a grandma out here, but I'm not fucking speeding and dipping in and out of traffic. I'm not that type of driver. I'm just not. I'm a very cautious driver because I do have a fear of dying in a car accident. You know how some people have a fear of drowning or being in a fire, stuff like. My fear is car accidents. Is literally dying in a car accident, having a car accident and being mangled, and they not be able to get me out the car or some shit. That's my fear. So I am a very cautious driver. Have I had an accident before? I have. I had one major accident in my whole entire life. It was not my fault. It was the car's fault. It was a Cadillac CTS, one of them two-door Cadillac CTSs. And I always noticed that the steering wheel was a little funky sometimes. Like if you made too much of a sudden move with the steering wheel, it would like you would almost lose control. And I noticed that, but it was never nothing like super serious because it had never done it to me while I was going on the highway going a higher speed, until one time I tried to get over into the left lane. I saw another car getting ready to get over on me, like hit me. So I tried to hurry up and move back to the lane that I was in, and the steering wheel just started like literally doing this, and I was trying to like control it and I couldn't, and then the car just started spinning. It hit the median, bounced off of it, and shot me to the other side of the highway into a ditch. Was there cars on the highway behind me? Yes. Did anybody else hit me? No. Did I hit anyone else? No. God was on my side. That day I was one of his favorites, okay? I'm trying to tell you. I towed that car up. It was a fun police car. I towed it up. And I remember that car. It was like a pearl white, and Lexi had named it Mr. Shiny. And we had that car for a couple of years until I totaled it out. What did we do once I totaled that car out? Is that when the fun police got his pickup truck? Anyway, how did we get on this subject? How did we get on this subject? I don't remember. But we are headed to our appointment, so I'm gonna have to call y'all back when we get there. Alright y'all, so this is the house that we're showing. Super cute. I have this little extra room back here, but it's like on all of this land. Well, I mean, I guess it's not a super ton of land, but it backs up to woods or whatever, which is nice. And then you have the living room. This is the front of the house. This is the last one room, but it connects over to another room. That's cool. Where's the bathroom? Am I tripping? Huh. Ain't no bathroom up here? We are back at home. I stopped at the grocery store. I got some grapes, some strawberries. Mainly because sometimes I just be needing something, a little snacky snack. And instead of me snacking on something I don't need to be snacking on, I get some fruit. The strawberries I cut up. I'll be cutting them up. And I just kind of dip them in some whipped cream. Because whipped cream is like 20 calories for every 2 tablespoons, I believe. I did give me some fruit snacks because they was $1 and some change, and they are 70 calories for one little pouch. So if I just really feel like having something sweet for real, I'll just get one of these and call it a day. I got some other stuff that I needed to like cook us dinner for the rest of the week. I feel like this light is making like a sound. Is it this light? Or is it this light? No, it's not that light. Is it this? It was that. I had my drone plugged in and it was making like a little tiny whistle sound. Anyway, why the heck another damn sock? Y'all, Cairo is literally the sock bandit. Like, half the time I don't even know where he get these socks from. But anyway, so we are back. Hold on, let me get my tuna right quick, y'all. Okay. So anyway, we are back from showing the house. As y'all saw, I tried to give y'all a sneak peek of the inside of the house as much as I could because the buyers were in the house looking around. It was a super cute little house. It was like, I don't even want to say it was in the country, but it was kind of in the country because when I was leaving the house, the person like at the end of the street, the house that was at the very end of the street at the intersection had goats. They just had goats on the property like they was dogs. The goats was literally standing at the end of the yard looking at me as I was turning onto the other street. Like they were some dogs, literally. I mean, I know I got a neighbor who got a donkey and some cows, but goats, that's different. That is different. I ain't never met nobody with no damn goats. Just some goats on their damn property. So anyway, we are back home and I am about to prepare us a little something to eat tonight. And our meal of choice is tuna. I love tuna, but I hate making tuna. Mainly because you gotta drain all that water off of it. And normally it does not drain easily. Like it does, but it don't. Like I be needing to squeeze off the water. Like I want my tuna dry when I take it out the can. We'll put the moisture back in it once we start adding all our other stuff onto it, but god dang it. And it would get stuck. Now it's gonna be hard for me to get the top off of there. Plus when it be popping the fucking, let me just get some of the water off of it first. Then I put it back on this. And it be so messy. Now I can't get the top off of it because it didn't cut all the way through one little spot. I know they gotta have a gadget for this. They got to. Something that you can stick down in there and squeeze all the water off of it a little more easier. And no, I don't do all that fancy stuff where I'm cutting up peppers and all that shit to put in my damn tuna. We do it real simple. It's still good. It's still good. Do I know how to do it the other way? Yes. Am I doing it? No, because the way that I do it is lower in calories. So I'm basically just making a lower calorie version of tuna. Because some of y'all be adding too much mayo and all that shit. It don't take all of that all the time. Did it do the same? Don't make me mad. It literally did the same thing on this one. The hell? Yeah, I've sliced my hand open on a tuna can before. Well, my finger. I sliced my finger deep to the white meat. But anyway, so the house that we just showed was kind of sort of in the country, but that's the area that they would like to be in. They already have a pre-approval for a certain type of loan, but I told them that I would recommend them shop around with some other lenders. You always want to shop around, y'all, because all lenders have different stuff. Okay, they have, for one, they have different interest rates. For two, they have different like requirements. And for three, you might have some lenders that offer like first-time home buyers, like money. They give you money for being a first-time home buyer, down payment assistance, things like that. If you qualify, of course, you have to qualify. So for the people that I think might possibly qualify, I'm gonna automatically send them to, you know, a different lender just to see if they can get a better deal. Like, who don't want to come to the closing table with money? Like, if you're able to come to the closing table with little to no money, why wouldn't you? So why not see if that's an option for you or not? I've already sent, you know, people to these lenders that I work with, and I've had people that was turned down that did not qualify for the down payment assistance or the the first time home buyer program, but they wouldn't know if they never tried, because you just never know. So anyway, I have referred them out to a few other lenders just to see if they can get a better approval. And if they do, great. If not, okay, they already got a pre-approval from a bank. So we're gonna see. This particular house been on the market for a while. So I think we have a little time before we, you know, were forced to put an offer in on it. Y'all, okay, remember the townhouse? Not the townhouse. Act like y'all didn't see that. Remember the condo we showed yesterday? 2 days ago. We showed that on Monday. I have been asking the buyer for a copy of her bank statement, well, proof of funds, because she's paying cash. And she had just sent it to me maybe 2 hours ago. Tell me why, before I sent the offer in, I looked and the condo is under contract. Stressed me out a little bit, because I went all the way out there to show her the condo, spent all that time writing up the offer, and had to wait for the damn bank statement. It took her 2 days, and the house went under contract. It's so annoying, but it's the name of the game. It comes with the territory. So we are back to square A with her, unfortunately. So I am about to make this damn tuna before the fun police get home. Plus I got some groceries to put up. So yeah, I'm gonna come back to y'all a little later.
I wish I had the same delusion that I do when I was 2, and didn't think that I could ruin anything at all. I could never fall. I wish I had that same conviction, convinced I never needed fixing. Yeah, that girl really knew her business. Where did she go? Yeah, she thought she could do anything, thought she could get anywhere. Confident she's number one, and if nothing, everybody's wrong. Used to be calm, now I can't remember how I used to do it. That I was a member of Confidence Club, cause that don't last forever. I wish I saw what she saw, I wish I knew what she knew. I love how she just owned it, but sadly I've outgrown it. I know I'm still that girl, but I don't know how to show.
It is the next day, and we just got done with another showing in the country, y'all. I don't know why everybody is moving to the country, but we are an hour away from home again. But this is a buyer that, not the last showing that I did, but the initial buyer. Y'all remember that house that I had showed, and I said that they was asking for too much for what, you know, for the condition that the house was in, and it was like a big old lake in the backyard, and it was like sitting on 10 acres or almost 10 acres of land, and but the house, like the condition of the house was just sloppy. It was like, I wouldn't even recommend my buyer to buy that house, like hell no. So those same people, so I just brought them out to look at a different house that just popped up on the market like a day ago, and now we are leaving. And of course I didn't get a chance to show y'all because, you know, we're chitting chatting and all that good stuff, and yeah, I couldn't record. But we are now heading back to our neck of the woods. We need some gas. It is Friday, by the way. I have a closing on Monday, and I want to do a closing gift. Of course, all realtors, most realtors, if you have a realtor that do not give you a closing gift, like something is wrong. But I want to do a closing gift for my buyer that is closing on Monday. So I think I'm going to spend the rest of my day, it's 1:23, I think I'm going to spend the rest of my day trying to find a gift for them. Also, I don't know. Okay, so with gifts, with closing gifts, it's just different from buyer to buyer because you just never know what buyer. I don't want to give like the same thing to every single person because it's just gonna be contingent on their personality, things that you've gathered from conversations that y'all have had, because you'll find out a lot of stuff about people by just having little short conversations. Like I have one buyer who loves wine, and they're looking for a house that they are able to put a wine cellar in the house. So I know for closing, I'm gonna get them something around wine, like some really nice wine. We're not talking about that shit that y'all be going up in the store and getting for $5. No, we talking about a nice bottle of wine. Of course, the bottle of wine, it won't be the only thing, but it'll probably be like a nice bottle of wine. Maybe, you know, something like you know how like they have those things where they have like the cheese and the what is it called, charcuterie board, or, you know, maybe something like that, and maybe some other little knickknacks, but it's gonna be based around the wine because I know they love wine. So you know what I'm saying, so it just depends on your buyer, their, you know, personality, and little things that you've found out about them. Another buyer, they have a daughter that they bring to the showings all the time, so I have interacted with this little girl. Love her to death. She is the cutest, y'all. She is the absolute cutest. I learned that her favorite color is purple. So guess what? For closing, I'm gonna probably get her a little basket full of little knickknacks, and I'm probably gonna include a purple stuffed animal or something purple because I know her favorite color is purple. So I say all of that to say, I don't want to give every buyer the same exact gift for closing. I would much rather, you know, get everybody an individual gift that for their individual personality, right? This particular buyer, I'm really not sure what they like and what they dislike because I have not been able to figure that out just in normal conversations. But it's certain things that I do know about them that I'm not going to share with y'all because, you know, I'm not going to give personal information to anybody that I'm working with. That's just tacky. But I did have an idea yesterday that I want to get a Dyson vacuum cleaner as like the big item, because the house that they're purchasing, it has a lot of hard flooring, it doesn't have much carpet, so I wanted to get one of those little cartless Dyson vacuum cleaners. I was gonna get one of those, the one vacuum cleaner, the one that goes, you know, go around the house on its own, but I feel like that's something that people might already have. I don't know, they might not have nothing like that. I mean, that's not a bad idea either, to get one of those little vacuums versus a Dyson. I don't know, we probably go to the store and shop around and see. Okay, y'all, we are in Sam's because I came in here looking for one of those Dyson vacuum cleaners. They have one, but it wasn't really the one I was looking for. So I have a backup that I'm gonna show y'all in a second. But first I want to show y'all this. Isn't she so cute? So this buyer has a daughter. Oh, it's the same daughter. Remember the Valentine's Day stuff that I had got her? It's the same little girl. So I'm thinking, as a closing gift, since she was at 90% of the showings, like the houses that we looked at, she was with us like 90% of the time. I feel like she's part of the process. Like, this is her home too. She's closing on a home too. So I'm thinking about bringing her a gift. And it's Easter time. Well, Easter is like another month, but it's still like around Easter time. So this is a bag. It got a little strap on it. It got a little bunny little keychain or whatever this is, and the bag is a bunny itself. It opens up, although I can't open it right now because they got a little thing on it. It opens up. So my thought is to fill this bag up with some goodies and just give this to her for a closing gift, which I like that idea. And it's $25 for that. So, and then you see where I'm going with this? This, instead of the Dyson vacuum cleaner, maybe? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm all in the way.
Sorry. Okay.
I don't know why I think people already have that. I'm trying to get something that he don't already have, but there's no way of me knowing what he does and don't have. And that's made by Shark. Like, Shark is a good product, right? That's what I'm thinking about. It's $229. And it has the let's read the box. Self-empty, so it'll empty itself. 50% more suction, carpet and hard floors. No spot mist, self-cleaning brush roll. I mean, I think this one might be a winner. I think we might be getting that. And then the bunny, and filling the bunny up. Plus a basket with some other stuff in the back end. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. It is the next day. It is Saturday, like 7:00 p.m. And y'all, we are at main event. We're meeting some of my family here just for a little family night out, do some little bowling, spending time with my family. You didn't get your ball, or you gonna go back and get it? Alright. Yeah, you know, Pumpy, he got his own bowling ball, so he come bowling with his own shit. Oh, there's my cousin. Who, me? What, you don't think I could bowl?
I had a dream last night. Did everything I never do in real life. I stepped into a room, told everyone to be quiet, cause I had something to say. Blew everybody away, wear whatever I want. Dressed in a gown, everybody's like, why, where you going? Nowhere special, just going to the store. I think I'd have it all, tell you I have even more. Picking a plate, being a plate, she is unruly. Never seen it like this, didn't think it existed, no truly. Don't get in her way, she's not here to play, she'll get moody. But don't mistake this girl for being me, 'cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no, no. 'Cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no, no.
It is Sunday. Man, the fun police done been up. We done went on a run. Fun police he worked with, he got some athletes that he been working with, so he done went and worked with them. And we are at the house that we close on, well, that I have a closing on tomorrow to do a final walkthrough. And it's only 11 o'clock a.m. See, you know, when you get up and get your day started, I thought it was, oh, there it is. So y'all seen this house in one of the videos. Like I said, we are closing tomorrow. So we're just doing a final walkthrough just to make sure everything is everything. We did have to negotiate some repairs. So we are here to make sure that those repairs were finished and good before we go to the closing table. I know one of the repairs was the toilet. Something was wrong with it. They said it wasn't flushing properly. So we just making sure those are good. My client is not here yet, but I kind of wanted to get here before he got here anyway, just to make sure. I would rather catch the stuff, like if there was, let me get y'all back focused. I'd rather catch the things that are wrong before he catches it, so I can get ahead of it, because we don't need nothing keeping us from closing tomorrow. This is the fun police first time seeing this one. He saw the other one that was just like this one that we saw that was 2 houses down. That other one that we had seen didn't have the fireplace, but I think it had more windows up at the top, but everything else was pretty much the same. Oh, and it didn't have this deck out here, and it was priced more than this one. So this is actually a nice house. What y'all think? I'm gonna do his closing gifts tomorrow, so I'm probably either I might come over here tonight to do it or tomorrow morning. I don't know. So I might bring y'all with me on this video. If I don't, then it'll be in the next video, because I think I'm gonna set it up over there, his little gift basket, and so excited for him. So excited. Let's see the basement. Huh? Well, it might be a light bulb. Yeah, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I am putting together stuff for this closing. I'm almost done. I'm just putting this together, okay, so I got a little balloon situation going on, right? And I did black and gold, and then I got the balloons and stuff first, and then I saw this, and I was like, oh, it's gold. Let me add that to the equation. I get home and start putting it together, and this is a totally different gold than the other. Hey, did I just break one? I think I did. Can I still use it? I think I can. So anyway, this gold is not the same color gold. I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. But I'm gonna use it anyway. How bad could it be? Just a little extra something. see, I'm going to put this without it popping off again. It definitely popped off again. Maybe if I could just wrap this around something, maybe. Like so. Maybe. Maybe not. So let me show y'all the stack that I made. Alright, so this is the stack that I made. Could it be better? Yes. Is this my first time doing this? Yes. So yeah, I can do a little better. Like, this balloon was bigger than the rest, and I didn't realize it until after I had already started putting it together. But y'all see how the goals are different. Should I use this or should I just not? I'm gonna take it with me anyway, and then I'll decide once I get there if I'm gonna use it or not. But that's the little welcome home. And then over here I got the bunny little bag. I think I told y'all about this. And then I stuffed the bag with a whole bunch of candy. So once she is done with the stuff that's inside the bag, she can still use this as, I did show this to y'all. Yeah, so once she gets done with all that stuff, she can still use this as a bag. Here I got a little basket. I put a little dish towel, kitchen towel in there. I got a candle, and then I have a bottle of the Black Girl Magic, and then a bottle of Stella Rose. I'm just gonna like sit these in here when it's time. I had some wine glasses, but when I opened the box to put it in here, I realized that one is broke. So that means I'm gonna have to get up super duper early because I need to stop by Ross. Has this been opened? It don't feel like it. But I need to stop by Ross early in the morning to get more wine glasses. I am thirsty. And I done made a mess, y'all. This kitchen was clean. And I done set up here and made this a big old mess. The vacuum cleaner is in the trunk already. I'm a little nervous on how I'm gonna get this balloon into the backseat of the car. We're gonna figure it out. I hope I can just slide it in there and go on about my business, but we're gonna figure it out. Now it is, it's 1:30 in the morning. So I need to get out of here. I mean, girl, where am I going? I'm not going anywhere. I need to go to bed. So I need to get off of here. That's what I meant to say. I need to get off of here. So this is the end of this video, y'all. Unfortunately, y'all gonna have to come back to see the whole setup after I set everything up tomorrow, and then we're going to the closing. I'm not sure how much, something is in my eye. I'm not sure how much I will show y'all tomorrow from the closing, because obviously I do want to protect people's privacy. So yeah. Oh, we also have some showings for some commercial. Well, they're not commercial. They are commercial property, but they're not commercial property. They're residential properties, but they're investment properties. So I have an investor that's trying to buy a multifamily. And when I say multifamily, I'm talking like 8 units. So we're doing that showing tomorrow. So yeah, make sure y'all come back, because seems like next week is gonna be a busy week, and I'm bringing y'all along with me the whole way. Okay. But anyway, this is the end of this vlog. Y'all already know the drill. Until next time.